Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to another episode of Hitman Freelancer and the deep dive into arms trafficking. So far we've had one episode of absolute chaos and one that went buttery smooth. But which are we going to get this time is the question. And what do we do with Colorado is the other question. Do we save it for a showdown just so we've got something different, having already seen Colorado twice? Or do we do it earlier and potentially get the Romania map thanks to Freelancer variations? Something to consider. I'm not the biggest fan of Scale or Berlin for a showdown, but either way, we'll start with Alerted Dartmoor. We'll see what we can get up to over there. Now, Silence Pistol Kill Epic is an option, so seems like a sensible one to take. And we've got Proximity Explosive Kills. Well, we've got Rubber Ducks, haven't we? So that could be that covered. Our little yellow one there. We'll certainly grab some of the normal tools. We also need an assault rifle, but that's the only big gun we need, so that's fine and dandy. So yeah, we'll bring a little yellow duck along. We'll bring an assault rifle of some sort. Could go for a makeshift scrap one, we like that. We need our epic silence pistol. And we've got a bit of space left. Do we have a second prox explosive we could bring just in case? That we can carry? Yeah, we got that one. We got a micro one as well, but we'll go for the bigger one. And I think we've got everything we need, so let's head to Dartmoor and see how it goes. Okay, it's normal Dartmoor. Very well. I think I've got it configured, so I've got like 3 versions of normal Dartmoor on the go. And I've got one version of Garden Show. So Garden Show pops up as a rare treat rather than showing up all the time. Now, what I would normally do is head over here and climb up a pipe, but we have got a briefcase. So we need to kind of consider what we might be doing with our time. Certainly taking out that camera, which doesn't appear to have alerted anyone. Now we've got 2 guards in that room because there's a safe in there. Is it? Oh no, one of them isn't a guard, one of them is a Carlisle. Is she going to leave that room at any point? Because then we could ice the guard, take his pants. She would then come back at some point. But again, is that a problem? I'm going to say no. So, there's our man. Maybe we should have bought the single shot assault rifle just because we've got perfect shooter and we don't want to fire off a round and accidentally miss with one of the shots. But either way, let's grab his gun for some more ammo. And yeah, she is going to come back at some point, so we'll scan this other item, and I don't think the third one is in here. We don't want to be at this scene when she returns, which is what she's doing now, so yeah, let's just go somewhere else. Because she's going to find that bod. Now, one of our targets is another Carlisle. We've got Gregory. Then we've got Beth and Maggie upstairs. So, Gregory's not going to do much other than sit on the sofa, perhaps. If we were to go upstairs and we were to throw a prox explosive at his head, a guard would then come over to investigate why he suddenly slumped down unconscious. And that guard would trigger the explosive. This guy just roams back and forth and is a bit of a pain. But from up here, no one's going to see us lob things into his head, probably. Although this guard also needs to be dealt with, I think.
Okay.
So let's get him in here.
Hey, is anyone there? Come on, man.
And we'll put him in this box. Although before we put him in said box, we'll give him a bit of the old... Oh, and there goes Perfect Shooter. That was apparently not a shot on his head. Except the second time when I fired it, and it suddenly was. What a load of guff. It's Perfect Shooter, isn't it? It just goes. That's how it works. Now.
No, Mr. Carlisle.
Yep, Mr. Carlisle is down.
There? Mr. Carlisle is down.
You should go and have a look.
What's going on here? What happened?
Boom. So that's the job out of the way. Now guards are coming over to investigate because of the whole explosion thing.
Do not move. I got you.
Okay, I've got it.
So where do we want to be right now to avoid trouble? That guy doesn't know exactly what's gone wrong, which is good. Oops. Well, Perfect Shoot was going to go anyway then, I guess. So everyone downstairs continues to search because that's the beauty of this strategy is... Oops. Hello. As I was saying, that's the beauty of this strategy is we're up here and the crime happened downstairs, so we're not going to get noted for it. But then I've walked out here and ran into a couple of maids who did notice, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But there we go, level complete. Now we should probably bob downstairs and finish robbing the safe. It is just below us now. And then maybe we'll find a supplier. We probably haven't got the cash for them. I should probably check if we can prestige again, actually. Because that might be a thing we can do. So, do we bother trying to hide the maid?
Here, I know it. All right.
Or do we just depart the scene? It's probably wise just to get away. And let's have a look. We've got a crate in this corner that's maybe got nurses? No. Sad. So where's our third safe scanning item?
Hello, sir.
Clue. That's the word I was looking for. Where's our third clue? I feel like I've run into this problem before with this safe. It's a tricksy safe. But the clue will be around somewhere. Maybe it's in the kitchen. Oh no, this isn't the kitchen. This is where Mr. Carlisle suffered his unfortunate incident. I should have grabbed a fire extinguisher from that last crate that I opened, shouldn't I? And then I'd have a backup plan. Because there's no propane on Dartmoor. I could always use my second prox explosive. Put that next to the safe. And then someone's bound to wander over to pick it up at some point. Maybe we'll have to do that. Let's also just take out the cameras though, because then we could have possibly a better look on the terrace without getting into bother. Still enforcers out there. But if the worst comes to the worst, we can always ice them. Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything out here that's clue-worthy. So maybe it's plan B.
I need you to dig up the contract we have with the law firm Morgan Yates and Co. No, I think they revoked the unanimous vote.
You should go and have a look at that. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. I'll be over here though, just in case. There we go, safe cracked. Cost us 50 mercers. But safe has definitely been cracked. But yeah, I don't think it's going to make much difference to the supplier. So let's pop up and see the supplier whilst they're cleaning up that particular scene.
Come on, come in. You copy?
I'm not sure exactly where they are, but I know they're upstairs, so they're probably in that little room that's near Madame Carlisle's bedroom. Yeah, they're in that room. And there's that enforcer who will eventually turn around. What you got, miss? Yeah, nothing major. We'll grab the rubber duck, though, because they have been proving to be handy.
Please go away. I'm hot.
And now, let's work our way back downstairs. Now the ruckus has died down and we can help ourselves to ill-gotten gains. And that's Dartmoor dealt with. Pretty straightforward. That's arms trafficking for you. It's either straightforward or it's very not.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please get off my hearse. And there's our little yellow ducky back once again. It's cool that we got to show off a bit of utility in that mission of the regular prox explosives compared to the ducks. Which is that the regular ones can be thrown at someone's head to trigger an investigation, which then leads to the complosion that we saw. Whereas you can't throw rubber ducks at people's heads. So they've both got their uses. They're not just copy and paste of one another like some of the other freelance tools and items. I think we will do Colorado. And hopefully we'll get Romania instead. And maybe we'll do scale for the showdown. So what's Colorado saying? Oh dear. Assault rifles and shotguns. And only one disguise. Awkward. Although we've got open safe explosive as a prestige. So maybe we do Berlin first? Nope. Nowhere that we've got left has a safe. Very well. Eesh. I mean, none of those challenges work. Because if we bring a baseball bat, then we're bringing 2 large items. And if we do time to get disguises, then we can't really only use 1 disguise. So what does Berlin have to offer? Similar sorts of things. Although, Colorado is always hostile territory, so bringing 2 large items into Colorado is no different to just walking into Colorado in general. So maybe we do this one. Let's see, we've got our regular kit packed already. We will bring the concrete bat because it's the coolest looking baseball bat. And I guess we can bring the makeshift assault rifle again. And we can bring the makeshift shotgun as well. And that leaves us 2 spots free for a pistol. So let's go with the White Trinity. So if we get Colorado, it's hostile, but that's always the case. If we get Romania, it's hostile, but that always turns into a shootout anyway. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, we are in Romania. Let's stop blending in and crouch down.
What's that thing you are carrying?
And yeah, it's already kicking off.
Would you?
Who's shooting me now? You. Okay. Right.
That's him.
That's me. Yep. Except now I'm a guard.
Hey, hey, hey! Oh no!
Cool, we got away with that. Jeez, he could be anywhere.
Jesus Christ!
It's definitely not me. Because I changed disguise, so none of you know what's going on now.
I heard someone fire a gun. Please find it now.
Cool. Now if we vacate the scene of the crime,
Hey, wake up! My life could be in danger.
your life could well be in danger, my friend. But maybe it's not at this moment in time. So where exactly on the train are we? We're partway down. There's lots of people searching about the place. Yeah, let's bring Napoleon Bonaparte along because chaos is the order of the day in general around here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry I'm in here. Could you just go back and wait?
Whatever.
Now, where are our targets? We can't check any sort of maps. We've got guards up there moving bodies around. We've got a sus guard down here, I believe. Unless he's given up being sus. No, he hasn't. But he does stand there and face a window. So maybe we can sneak past him at some
I
point.
think I found a very dangerous weapon.
Okay. He's being summoned because of guns.
Leave me alone. Do you mind?
Not a box.
Right, you there. Get in that cupboard.
That's just fantastic.
We also want to get in this cupboard just while this guard goes past. Good. Now, where's our baseball bat gone? Oh, I dropped it. We need that. Okay. So, by Romania's standards, things haven't escalated too much. This is promising. Now, which way up the train are we going? There's another guard. Briefcase has been stashed. Probably fine.
I'm sure I could fix it. How hard could it be?
You can turn around, guard. So the trouble with this outfit is that all the other guards are enforcers, pretty much. And there's someone else down there who's an enforcer as well, apparently. Okay, this one isn't.
Sir.
We can open this. And this allows us access to a little room with some tools. May as well. Then this guard comes back. Can't really lure him into here though, because, well, we could, I guess. We could drop our baseball bat and lure him in and climb out. It's a bit cold out here. But I guess that's fine. Oh. No, I want to climb through.
Why are you carrying that?
Good. Okay. Things are about to escalate again. I'm pretty sure I can't carry my baseball bat out here, can I? I feel like I've dropped it on the floor in there, although I can't see it. Bunch of guards in there. None of them seem to be aware of this little room though. What happens if we climb back in? Do we have our baseball bat in our hand? We do. So I guess it did come with us. Okay, so maybe we leave. And maybe we hop up top and move up or down the train. So are all our targets down that way? They might be. Now, is that going to hit us? Probably. Yeah, it did. We're down to 25 health. It is risky business being on the outside of this train. Either way, I'm not sure how to properly move up the train on the outside like this. Oops. I keep pressing the wrong buttons as well, which doesn't help. Okay, progress down the train is being made. Not many enforcers in this section, so that's just dandy. Ah, and that's where all the bods are being stored. Cool. Let's grab some nitroglycerin. Now, you've crashed the game for me before, supplier. Are you going to do it now? No, you're not. Excellent.
Just come back if you need.
Good man. And even more tools. We've got a veritable hardware store in our pockets. May as well take out that camera whilst we're here. And the targets are hanging right down there. Wait a minute, we have lost our bat somewhere. Big. Was that when I was climbing up onto the roof of the train? Maybe. Does that mean I've kind of lost it? Possibly. Yeah, I think I've fully retraced my steps at this point. And we have no bat. So there goes Prestige. And there goes the concrete bat, but it was only worth a few thousand, I think, so I should be able to buy that back easily enough. I guess we just press on. We kill another guard with an assault rifle. Could have killed the one out here instead of just pushing him over the edge, but that's funnier, so that's what we did. And then we head up the train a bit. Is there a camera at the top there? There is. We need that out of the way, I think. So much guff in my inventory now. And now with that out of the way, we can take out the guards. Now. Ah, you're a target. Lovely. So you're just going to hang out by that locker. Can I persuade you to come through here? Because there isn't anyone else around, I don't think, so it would be cool. Yeah. Oh, now you're coming through because you found a body. Okie doke. Let's just leave that guy there. I don't think I've got time to move him. Although now everyone up this end is going to get antsy. So maybe we just go back this way. There's going to be a fresh body there that wasn't there a minute ago. Is there a ladder we can climb here? No. And now we're being hunted. He's not right there. You're talking out of your bum, old friend. Now, let's hide some of these bots. I mean, yes, we've made some more, but let's minimise the amount of running around that witnesses are doing. Now, you're a target. How convenient. He needs help, though.
Hey! You better get your head out of your ass double quick! What's going on? Something is wrong. I can sense it. Some idiot is doing something bad that he shouldn't be doing. Thanks.
Yeah. Bit vague. Bit accurate, I guess. And yeah, we'll just take you guys out. Just cuz. Never been this far at the train, really. Normally things go wrong before we get here. And we are trespassing in this section, so maybe now is not a good time to come up this part of the train. We'll explore it one day. If we didn't have only use one disguise, then we'd explore it now. But we do, so we won't. Instead, we'll just make our way back over here. And we'll just jump on that jet ski that allows us to escape the level. We'll just ride it off the side of the train like an action star. It'll be great. So another imperfect level. Can we get a perfect on Berlin? I would quite like that. We have got poison target, assault rifle and shotgun again. We've got assault rifle kill epic. That ties in nicely. So there's no real reason why we can't get a perfect here. There's nothing that's going to insta-fail at any point. And we're not going to be leaving any of our guns behind like we did our baseball bat. So the epic assault rifle. We could again go with our makeshift tools over here. Guess there's no reason why we shouldn't. And again we'll go with White Trinity. Do we also want to bring a duck in case one of our targets is in a particularly public location? We've got the Seeker to solve that problem, but can it hurt to also bring a duck? I say no. And so we arrive in Berlin, which is where I picked up this wonderful scarlet suit that we're wearing. A lot of people have complained about the lust challenge in 7 Deadly Sins, but I thought it was the coolest of them. I've only played the first level of each to unlock the items because I'm not a huge escalation fan. But yeah, I thought Lust was jolly good fun. You roam around, you see, and you look for clues. And then you use those clues to identify Lust's secret admirer. And basically... Oh, that guy was a target, was he? I just thought he was a guard. He's too busy waffling about 7 Deadly Sins. But yeah, you search for clues and you find things out like, does your target smoke? Do they wear furs? What colour's their hair? And it was basically a prototype of the old showdown mechanics that they introduced for Freelancer. So I had an awful lot of fun with it. At some point I'll probably go through the full levels of each of the 7 Deadly Sins, but I don't know when. Maybe I'll do it for videos at some point, I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of escalations in general, you see. But the winter sale was on and it was cheap, so I thought I'd buy 7 Deadly Sins. Now, our other target, Lainey, is in this direction. There she is. Don't want you around. Oh, wait, she noticed us. From downtown. Now, I've had issues recently securing unconscious targets where it's not worked. Are we going to have that problem with Lainey? Because we've got the added complication that she was panicking before she was knocked out, so maybe... Yeah, that isn't going to work. Dang it. So ideally, we would want to have her woken up so we can seek her. But if we wake her up, she's going to compromise us because she is an unconscious witness. So maybe we want a different outfit. Excuse me, pals. There he is, Mr. Hirschmuller himself. The only man who cares about this gramophone. And here he comes to see what all the ruckus is about. And down he goes. Nice and easy. So, do we switch him straight away? Or do we cause some havoc with these bodyguards first? Because I'm thinking that little room would be a good place to store a couple of dudes who we then shotgun. Where are you going, my friend? You're going out now, are you? Okay. Well, we got one guy. And there will be 2 doors between him and everyone else. If we bring him in here. Can we dump him down that hole as well? We can. Good. I don't think the dudes upstairs... I mean, logically, they should be able to hear this. But in reality, they do not. So that's a nice, safe way of getting our loud gunshots out of the way. And these 2 lads outside, it should be a piece of piss to do the same with.
What are we friends now? Are you just gonna hang out? I mean, we could go to lunch like this, but maybe you want to let me go. Can you let me go?
Maybe.
Come on, let me go. Oh, it's hurting. It's hurting.
I suppose we can let you go. That was a fun one. Now, in you go. Unfortunately, we're not letting you go for good reasons. We're letting you go so that we can complete an objective. And there we go, that's shotguns dealt with. So, next step, become Mr. Hirschmuller. I suppose Herr Hirschmuller is the correct way to address him, given as we're in Berlin. And now we need to get our target woken up so that we can actually seek them again. We could potentially move around here without our friends over there spotting us. And that might be close enough for them to hear if something happens. Yes, you should come over here and see what that was. There we go, bod found. Cool, so that guy's going to get some help. I'm surprised he hasn't just woken up himself, but that's fine. There is a guard just over there, so shouldn't be too long before she's back on her feet. Now, it's now a good time
I'm here now.
to do that. Because nobody saw that, so that's promising. It completes another objective. But it might lead to her panicking for a bit longer, so maybe it wasn't the smartest move. There's ample opportunities to take people out with assault rifles. But it's the move that we've made. Maybe our next move is pop up to the supplier, because I noticed that we've still got at least one pistol that we need to achieve our goal of being able to prestige again. However, our suppliers seem to not be selling that particular pistol, whichever it is. So sometimes that can just be because different suppliers have got different things and you need to visit different maps to get stuff. But it might be the case that we need to like get it in a loot crate or something for completing a level. We'll find out one way or the other, but it can't hurt to pop up and chat to supplier, see if they've got any hardware. Okay, they have got the scrap gun. That doesn't look like a scrap gun. It just looks like a very small pistol. I guess that's a makeshift one then. It's undetectable. It's got a suppressor. It doesn't look as though it's undetectable. It says it is, but it doesn't have the description that it can pass frisks. Either way, we'll purchase it, and now it seems as though everything is settling down below. So let's make our way back. And yeah, target's up and about. She's found a gun, I think, so she's about to go for a stroll again. But maybe we can prevent that by picking up said gun. No, it looks like she's off still. Okay, she told the guard, but the guard magically knows that the gun has been moved, so all is well. Now we should be able to seek her at this point. So where are you going, miss? Oh, you're going in there now. She does have a seeker dart sticking out of her, but she doesn't seem to mind. Now, if we shoot from here... Good. I was going to say we should be able to get away with that, because the suspicion level wasn't rising. Now, where's she going to go? She's probably going to come around here, as it is a common spot for a nice vom. And then down she goes. And now, it's murder on the dance floor. Whee. That is not what folks were expecting from their club night. But here we are. I'm sure it's not going to cause a panic stampede towards the exits or anything like that. Either way, it's not our problem. We are just a short hop away from the back door. And as it should have been, that's a perfect run. Good job, 47. So scale awaits. What do we have? Assault rifle, shotgun, hide target bots. That's perfectly fine when there's only one target. All freelance tools are already owned. That's the first time we've ever been able to see that message because they fixed the whole coin thing. So now we don't have to open the crate to find that it's empty. Interesting. Now, melee kill epic seems fine. So we will bring a burial dagger. We'll bring an assault rifle shotgun. Do we use the scrap ones again? They've been getting the job done, haven't they? Let's see. What size is that? So the regular sword off is size 3, but the legendary golden one is size 1. So the makeshift one is It's also size 3, so it's not any better than just bringing the regular one. And the assault rifle is 2, which puts it on a par with some of the epic assault rifles up there. So yeah, definitely no pay to win shenanigans going on here. We'll bring the jungle assault rifle because it's single shot, and we'll bring the makeshift scrap shotty. What is missing here? Is it the Black Lily? It is. Very well. We'll perhaps bring another black gun instead with the Trinity. And that's everything we really need. We'll bring lockpick and wrench, of course. So actually I was lying, that isn't everything we really need. I haven't got space for the Seeker with everything else that we're bringing. Do we have a slightly smaller epic melee weapon we could bring along? I mean, we do, don't we? We've got the fibre wire. It can't be thrown though. So is it worth it? What have we got over here? We've got the splitter, which is also size 2. The explosive pen isn't epic. So maybe we don't bring the single shot assault rifle, much as I like it. Maybe we have to bring one of the others just because they're only size 2. So we will go back to makeshift. It's been serving us well. And that does allow us to bring the burial knife after all. And what are we looking for exactly? We are looking for black hair, no hat, glasses, and jewellery. And an allergic sweet tooth. That's perfect. I like allergic and I like sweet tooth. And we're on the roof, which is even more perfect. The reason I like allergic and sweet tooth is because they can both pop at any time, basically. Now, we've got a lookout coming our way. So I could have gone for neutralise the lookout, and that would have been alright. There we go, lookout down. Could take his outfit, but it's not an amazing one. I think we'll go for an elite guard. It's cliche, but it works. So the fact that there was a lookout up here does suggest that targets might roam in this area. Who's that? Is that a second lookout? It is. Oh, that's awkward. It's not amazingly awkward. He's not coming in the bathroom, so that's fine. So maybe we can take out the second lookout too. Will he hear that? He does. But he doesn't come and investigate. Okay. Maybe he will if we do it again when he gets close. Or maybe we just set the sync off again. We get rid of the sniper rifle, assault rifle even, and yeah, here comes the lookout once again. Where did you come from?
This again. Say what?
So I guess you were the guy who heard the briefcase getting thrown, even though you came from downstairs. Curious. Now you can go off the edge. Could have assault rifled you, but a bit late now. Now, targets are coming up, so let's get you in a box. We don't want any signs that there's anything untoward going on.
Oh dear.
Okay. It is very strange, isn't it? Right, there we go. It's not strange anymore. Now, you're red hair and you're grey hair.
What?
So neither of you are actually useful to us.
I just found a weapon. I'm no expert.
Stand back, please. I will investigate.
I'm with you.
Oh no, you're not grey, you're brown. But either way, you're not black hair. What type of meeting are you doing?
Jesus. Put the gun away, man.
It's a Camry, you knobhead.
Hi, I've got
You
another
must be
meeting,
kidding
so
me.
Hey,
A weapon?
all good?
enough of the formalities. You know why you're
Right,
here.
they're having business, so it's definitely
We're on
not
it.
their third person. So if I see either of those two meeting a third, then we know that we don't have to worry now. So the person who heard the briefcase came from down here, because there's normally two guys patrolling here. I could shove him off the edge, but I don't want to cause any bodies to be found elsewhere, so let's move on with our lives. You're a foodie, and it's not you. Black hair but no glasses, so it's not you.
Trying to persuade Jameson.
But there's two groups then coming around here. If there's more than 3 people around here, then there's 2 groups that can meet in this area. Now, what about you, my black-haired, earring, necklace, glasses person? Because your tells are sweet tooth and allergic, there's one. We should be able to find out pretty soon if you're the one, because both of those tells can just pop off whenever. And that means it's very easy to see them coming.
Put that away, will you? You're making me nervous.
Alright, there's an assassin. I'm going to mark this guy as prime suspect for now. Alright, so where are we going for our meeting?
Hello there, sir.
Are we meeting that person outside there? Maybe. But we've also got an assassin to worry about if this is our man. So I'll probably seek the assassin first and then seek our man. Guess we could take out the cameras whilst we're around here. Oh, Miranda's around. So maybe the cameras aren't in this room, no? But that means they're in the next room across, aren't they? So maybe we'll worry about that momentarily. Let's see. It's a handover meeting.
Give me a minute, please. I need to make a phone.
A handover meeting with somebody who's definitely not our target.
It's me. You wanted to get in touch?
So if you could just eat a little chocky bar, that would pretty much solve our problems. Right, there's no crates in there, so we can't hide the bod in there. And there we go, he's eating a chocky bar, so this is almost certainly our dude.
Is a name to me. That's about it. I never
So,
actually met the man. But you were part of
how
it.
are we going to
Back
deal
when
with
there
him
was just
and
a
his
few of you,
assassin?
right?
Oh, yes. Almost from the beginning. 93, I think.
It's a bit busy around here. Coming over here though, that could be interesting. Got his attention. Is he going to send his assassin over there? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we're clear.
All right.
Okay, he didn't actually send his assassin, but when he stands there, he can easily be pushed.
Mister?
Although that won't help us with Melagil Epic, so
Whoa, what a shock.
let's see.
Can you just go and check it out?
Yeah,
I get it.
you go check it out. Right, assassin down. That's a start. I mean, it's not the worst spot, because if he comes back over here again, down the line, then we can just throw something to get him into the grass. Or if we can get this guard out of the way. Without anyone noticing us. Good. So with that guard out the way, We're clearing this area out, making it nice and quiet to dump our man. Now, where's our man gone? Okay. If it wasn't for an assassin showing up just then, this would be a good spot to deal with things. Because we could probably drag them down those flights of stairs and find a crate down there, maybe. We've got a few options, but let's see.
I'm in shock.
Come back out, my man. Come back over here if you can. Hide target bodies once again being a pesky little challenge, and slowing us down, causing trouble. It's only worth 1,000, but you know me at this point. I like to try and complete all the challenges I can when I can. Where did my briefcase even go? It's not fallen off the cliff, is it? Maybe it has. Maybe it's down there in the water somewhere. Probably not an issue. Because here comes our man once again. And if we just do what we did before...
Weird.
He'll be the one who comes over to have a
What was
look.
that noise?
Yeah, what was that noise? Was it your demise? Right, where's our knife? There we go. Get down there. Good. Okay, so that's the goal complete. Now we just need to kill a bunch of people with shotguns and whatnot. So where's a good place to shotgun guards? I mean, we've got a few guards in here.
Here we are, Mr. Janus. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd say
There's like
die.
3 in here. So potentially we lure them upstairs. Or we lure them somewhere quiet at least. I think we can lure one up here by doing this. We did that at some point recently. Then we take out this lad. And we'll pop him in this room. Now we'll do that again. We'll just grab his gun and the key and we'll drop them in here too. So it seems like everyone down there is hearing this, which is great. And then she starts her dialogue from the start once again, which is less great. It's kind of annoying.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. You're going to ruin all my plans, aren't you? I mean, you don't have an assassin, so that's good.
Why does this always happen to me?
But still, assassin nearby.
Hi there. Hey, all good? Enough of the formalities. You know what it's
Okay, the fact these two have a meeting in here
We are on
kind of
top
ruins the
of it.
plans.
Good.
Okay, are you guys coming upstairs? Can we... Okay, he saw the bod.
Dispatch. Got a body on the ground. This here. Are you to blame for this?
Okay, now he's suspicious. This has gone slightly wrong. It's not gone terribly wrong, but it's gone wrong enough for me to be cautious. But now he's going to go back down and try and deal with that bod, I think.
Yikes! Oh
That-
gosh. Listen, you're going to be okay.
Okay,
I'll
you've-
go and get someone.
You've not seen shit, actually, because the door's closed. But if you wanted to run away, that'd be cool.
Hey, are you a... Oh.
Okay, this has kind of changed the plan a bit. It's not changed the plan majorly, actually. You just sit there. I don't think there's any further issues. I think we've contained this situation. So now we get this last guard up here. There we go. We've got our 3 guards in a room for some shotgunning. We just need to take out the woman, because she would definitely hear it. So, is there a box? I think the box is over here, isn't it? Yep.
Oh. All right, you got my attention.
Good. You go and have a look, lady. I don't even know if I know your name. I've done this mission multiple times. But yeah, your name remains a mystery, so you just get in that box. You don't drop anything of interest. Okay. Now, unless an inconvenient person wanders in, and I have just seen an assassin nearby pop up, so I am kind of concerned about that. No, we're probably fine. So we should be able to get away with this without anyone getting alerted. Jolly good. So now we just need a couple of assault rifles and then we're done. Oh, good job. Now, the assassin is going to come for us, probably. And they're kind of awkward.
Where is he? Anyone got a visual?
Come on. Cool. Combat. Wasn't us. He does shoot like a little girl. You've got me there. However, wasn't us, Governor. We're a raider. We're also looking for the bad guy.
Is he some kind of Houdini?
Probably.
Command, how do you read me?
I'll
Over.
search down here somewhere. You guys look around there, and I will search. Where will I search? Yeah, I will search down near the start of the mission somewhere. It'll be fine. Okay, they're going to wake up Red, but that's fine because she doesn't know what I now look like. Don't think we need to worry about the cameras because we're not going to be here for very long. Can we climb down here? Is this hostile? It's hostile, but we got down without anyone noticing, so that's good. And now,
You look
do
like
you
you're in
have
need of some hardware.
anything for us?
If you got the cash, I got the product.
Is that right?
Hey, we got a concrete backpack. 8,000, that's quite pricey for a bat. Let's try to hold on to it this time. Main exit is kind of busy with assassins and whatnot and guards. So where might we want to go? This exit seems like one that probably wouldn't be used by the suspects. I can't see them climbing down a pipe. But we can. What's our prize? Is it the... Oh, it's the Red Trinity. That'll go nicely with our flashy suit. It's not the Black Lily that would allow us to prestige, but that's fine. Next up, level 4 awaits. I'm going to try and pick some levels that don't include Colorado this time, if it's all possible. And we'll see exactly what we got next time. Hopefully you'll be there. Until then, thanks for watching, friends. Let's just have a quick peek. And Colorado. Alright then.